What's going on? What's going on? Test, test, test. All right, we sounding good right now. Man, we're going to break some stuff down a little bit. But yesterday was a crazy start to the week. Not only did all the charts we was looking at yesterday during the London session live go as projected, but also during the New York price watch list. And also, if you watch the Sunday chart analysis, a lot of charts started to go as projected. So you haven't checked the chart analysis out yet, make sure to check that out. There was also some nice moves that happened last night as well. I was busy last night, so I was not on the charts last night. So we're going to be looking for some retracements in the next levels because a lot of the charts have done some decent moves, as you can see already. EN continue to push up and go as projected. So did GA last night. Only thing that's still kind of just stuck in place or retracing and ranging is GA and GU, and also NAS. But NAS went as projected yesterday as well. And yeah, but it's interesting to see what happens today, though. Looks like it might try to reverse. So we're going to see how today plays out. Again, we do got some news popping off today. 8:30, we got Canadian USD news popping off. So we're going to see what happens during that. What's going on, JD? How you doing, my boy? You get into any of those setups yesterday? I'll try to catch the next retracement. But if it keeps me trying to push, I ain't against that either. But we do have this level of traffic above us to the left. So we'll see if we're going to break that or not. We're looking for continued EN and GA buys. There's going to be a couple other charts we're going to be looking at as well. Oh, yeah, you did see he was heading back. Oh, he was up in Cali? Yeah, it's all good. The week just started. There's always going to be some more setups. The week just started. Those are joining the stream. We have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Make sure you hit that first link in the description for the free signal for your Telegram. We're going to see if GJ can break this level. Still in no man's land. Again, as far as GJ is concerned, I'm not really going to mess with it until it breaks above or below my main levels. If it can break above and hold tool 620 as supported it, we're going to be looking for this that we caught last week. Or if it breaks below tool 410 and holds that as resistance, we're going to start looking for the to sells. So the price is either one of those things, we're just going to leave it alone because as we can see, price is failing and struggling to break below this level and failing and struggling to break above this level. So I'm going to wait till price does one or the other. Gold went as projected yesterday as well. I actually did like the same move twice. So I'm interested to see what all-time highs this week. I'd like for another retracement to jump into it. But if it breaks above that, it is what it is. Gonna be watching NAS closely as well because the way it's looking, it might try to reverse on us. We're gonna watch to see how it reacts to this level here at 20,400. Yeah, but the way it started doing moves last night, we might have to wait for some retracements. It is what it is. We already started this week, got to a good start. Caught this huge move on GA. Wasn't able to ride this out because it wakes me out in profit. But if I would have held this level, I would have been able to catch this move as well. Granted, I could have re-entered this and held the other position. I mean, but you know, it was better. Sorry, I always say you don't want to let your winners turn to losers. But let's see how Ian reacts as well. If it can hold 79.85 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 80.20 and possibly 80.50. But if it fails to hold this level, we're going to look for retracement going back down to 79.50, looking for buy setups. I'm not totally against the retracement right now, especially because, again, this is where price took off at around 9 o'clock last night. But a bunch of the price points already got hit from the Sunday chart analysis. It's just Tuesday. Maybe I should have set some more price points, but I didn't expect it to blow through the levels at the start of the week. There's still a few other charts that got some work to do, though. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. They got caught in that flash flood. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. So there was a flash flood over there too. So there was a lot of stuff going on. Like I was saying yesterday, out on the power side we'd be on, it was a crazy sandstorm, and then right after the sand and dust storm, it was raining like crazy. So it's just stuff going going on all around the country right now. Got a new video dropping for you at the beginning of New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Dropped the Bitcoin update video yesterday for y'all. Price did some decent moves last night as well as Monday. So we're just looking for either price to break the next levels or retracement right now. Again, we see these big pumps, and this was during New York session, this was Tokyo session. So we're just doing the waiting game right now. The 15 just popped up. We're still gonna be looking for buys on GU. We're either gonna look for price to trace back down to 29.45, see if we can hold that support, or we can break back above 29.75 and hold that support. We're gonna be looking for buys again. Again, we're waiting to see if it can break the hold this level as support, or for the retracement back down below there's that support level. Those who joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are trade ideas. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Started off yesterday in the week with a good start. I went 2-0 yesterday. We had the GA buy from last week. All TPs got hit. And we had the GU buy. We broke down into yesterday. TP3 got hit, got 20 pips. As far as how we did last week we went 6-0, took 0 losses. Make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis because a bunch of charts are already going as projected. So if you haven't watched that, make sure to check that out. Again, it doesn't just go over what I see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what I see price doing throughout the entire week. All right, throughout the beginning of every Sunday. And as far as how we did the first week of July, we went 3-0. So we're undefeated this month so far. And then you go to July 1st, you'll see how we ended June. June, we ended going 13-3, giving us an 81% win rate. You see that we're going July 1st. Right here is going to take the beginning of June. Right here is going to take the beginning of June. All wins, losses are posted. You see some student results and testimonials, all that good stuff. So make sure to explore the free Telegram and check all that stuff out. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 2,600 subscribers. We can get to that easily. And make sure to check out the playlists and videos while you're chilling and waiting so you can check them out after the live stream. Playlists, they're all up to date. All right, we got 4 different playlists. We have the day trading tips playlist, where it's literally back to back to back to back to back day trading videos and trade breakdowns, different buy setups, different sell setups, which I break down from start to finish, from why I took the setup, why I entered here, why I exited here, all that good stuff. Then we got the day trading tips playlist, where I go over tips on how to read the charts, trading plans, trading psychology, all that good stuff. Then we have the how to trade news playlist, where I go over trades I took during news days, on news days, and how to go about trading news day. Again, we got a bunch of news popping up this week, so make sure to check out that playlist. Just dropped the updated video last week. All right, because we caught some huge news during news events last week, like this Ian buy, crazy move right here. The world also went crazy during a news event last week, right here. Again, we've been going for buys for the past couple weeks. And since we was in an uptrend, we had news at 8:30 on July 11th. Again, is it a shocker surprise that the volume went with us? No. So make sure to check that playlist out, y'all. And of course, I got the Bitcoin playlist where I give weekly Bitcoin updates. Just dropped the Bitcoin update for this week yesterday. If you want to watch last week's Bitcoin update video, things are going as projected and you're doing profit right now. So make sure to check that stuff out as well. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we get any charts, drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. About to see if we can hold this level as support. Because again, we broke this level before, rejected, broke the level before, but when it retested, failed to hold it. So we're going to see if they can hold it this time. Again, I already did a decent move last night during Tokyo session. We'll see a retest going on right here. So we're about to see if it's going to keep on pushing for us. see pops up. What's going on, Sylvester? Can we look at gold? Yeah, we can. We can look at gold. Give me 1 second. Let me slide this over. As soon as I start to break stuff down or go into teacher mode, that's when price like to sneak off on me sometimes. So let me just put that over to the other side. So looking at gold when that's projected yesterday, and from the Sunday chart analysis, again, like we was talking about, if it could hold 2420 as support, we could see buys going to 2440. We can see price went there. You can see how it reacted when it came to this level, retrace, did the same move twice. So what we're going to be looking for today is one of two things. If price is going to reject 2420, or it's going to break and hold that level. If it breaks and holds 2420 as support, we're going to see possibly all-time highs get created again. Because when we go into the daily time frame, we can see these are the highest points price was at, right? So when we go back into time, when we was consolidating here, the beginning of the year, and then the big buy push happened, which we caught majority of, by the way. Then we had price start to consolidate, right? So this was when we hit the all-time highs, and after that, that's when we had the consolidation point, and then went up again, which you can see we caught these buys again, caught the all-time highs the second time. Well, when it made new all-time highs the second time, then after price did that again, it went back into this consolidation point, and this is when we was waiting for the past few months for price to break out. And once price broke out, that's when we went for the buys again, and we caught the all-time highs again. So again, I'm not really going to go for a setup unless it retraces back down to 2420. Because again, yes, I can go for buys here, and yeah, I can have like a decent stop loss to make sure I don't over leverage, but I won't be able to really like again, I don't have a crystal ball, so all these projections are based on past events. So since this is the highest price it's ever been, I can give a guess, but I can't tell you exactly how high or where price is going to be going at. So I'm not really going to mess with it unless it retraces again. But that's why I see going down with gold. And then Richard was saying, can we look at NAS? All right, I just looked at gold for you, so we're going to take a look at NAS. So NAS, when that's projected yesterday, was again, if you go back to yesterday's London session live or the Sunday chart analysis, price did the move during London session with some of the retraces back down to 20,400. We can look for buys going to 20,540. We see price broke that level, but failed to hold this level as support. So then price retrace. So right now, again, we're waiting to see how it's going to react because we could see price try to reverse if it fails to hold this level. But if it can continue to hold 20,400 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 20,540. But we need 20,540 to be held as support for us to get back to 20,700 and to keep the uptrend going and alive. Now, if it rejects this level, you could see a retrace down to 20,300 and possibly 20,200. But I wouldn't really go for sells unless it breaks below this level and starts treating it as resistance. So right now, I'm just watching it closely to see how it reacts. If you guys want me to look at any other charts, drop them in the chat. I got y'all. Drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. But also make sure to hit that first link in the description, go to free signal, free Telegram, and check out the Sunday chart analysis. I go over NAS, gold, as well as other currency pairs in this video. Again, it doesn't just go over what I see price doing Sunday night going to Monday, but it goes over the projection I see price doing throughout the entire week. So make sure to check this out. Now let's drag this back over here. So again, we're waiting to see if we can hold this low as support right now. That's what we're watching for right now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. And then make sure to check out the playlist. I got a new video dropping for you at the beginning of the New York session today. So be on the lookout for that. Take a look at GU. Yeah, we can take a look at GU. So GU game plan is still the same. We're looking for buys. We're still in the uptrend, so we're still looking for buys. So we're just waiting for price to do one of two things: either retrace or break back above the level that it was on yesterday and Friday, right? So again, this was how price did Friday, made this resistance reject, and then yesterday went for buys again. As you can see, it broke past the resistance level and the previous highs a little bit, but it failed to hold that support, hit the next price point. So waiting for price to either break back above and hold 29.75 as support. If it can do so, we're going to be looking for buys going to 3,000 and possibly 30.40. Or we're going to look to see how it reacts at 29.45. If it can continue to hold this last support, we're going to be looking for buys still. We're looking for buys still as of right now with you. Again, like I said, price did some decent moves not only yesterday but last night. So don't be shocked or surprised if we see some retracements of price kind of chill for a little bit. Now, again, we do have news popping off later on today to beginning in New York. We have an 8:30 USD and Canadian news, and then later on tonight at 6:45, we got New Zealand news popping off. So do keep those two times in mind. And we got a lot of news popping up later on this week as well. Not too much tomorrow, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, that's why I see looking. I'm going over G. Again, I got alerts. So when price does hit those price points, all I gotta do is just switch over to it and pay attention to it. Right now, we're waiting to see how price is going to react here. Again, we saw how price was above this level, but this is another example why I always talk about we want to see if it can hold. Right now, price is rejecting. So again, we're waiting to see if it can hold this level, or we're going to look for a retracement back down to here. Do I have any issues with withdrawing from Eagle FX? No, but if you're in the USA, you cannot use Eagle FX. The reason why I still have an account, and I don't even know if I should still be using it, but I'm fine for right now. It's not like I got all my money in there anyways. But if you're in the US, you can't make an account anymore. But if you're outside the US, Eagle FX is still good to use. And no, I've never had any issues. Withdrawals and deposits are basically the same. Within honestly, depending on the time of day, within 2 to 6 hours, the deposits and withdrawals hit. The deposits usually hit quicker, but the withdrawals I get the same day as well. But if you're in the US, you can use that. If you're in the US and you're looking for a broker to use, I dropped a video on US brokers that are regulated. Let me drop that in the chat for you. Let me find it real quick and drop it in the chat for you. I got you. Let me find that video. Here it is. No problem. Yeah, so those are the two brokers I use. One part of the video I go over a broker that you use Forex on, and then the other one is a futures broker. And again, both of them are regulated, so your money will be safe. And instead of using crypto to deposit withdraw, you can get to either your card or your bank account. Now it takes a little bit longer than the MT4 and MT5 brokers, which is a downside. And by take a little longer, I mean the deposits and withdrawals take a little bit longer, but it is what it is. Still works good. I don't have any issues with those either, with deposits or withdrawals. Spreads aren't bad either. And they have their own apps. They have their own apps for it as well. But the apps are very clean, simple to use as well. And then one thing I like about the Forex broker I talked about in that video is they kind of help y'all because with most unregulated brokers, there's pros and cons to with the unregulated broker. You can risk as much as you want. You can literally risk your entire account in one trade if you want, which I don't recommend. I'm just telling you can do that. That's possible. And worst case scenario, you'll just over marginalize. But with those brokers right there, they literally make it impossible for you to even do that. Like they won't let you risk too much of your account. So depending on what your account size is, if you try to put a lot size that's too big, they'll let you know, like, hey, look, you're going to risk too much of your account trying to use a lot size like that. So it helps you stop yourself from either being greedy, making a silly mistake, or blowing your account on any trade, which is a nice thing. Now, if you you don't put a stop loss, you just let price keep on going, you might lose most of your account, but they won't let you over leverage, which is one thing I like. Gold's still pushing up. I want to see if GU is going to follow us lead. It is following this lead. That new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. We've been killing it this month and this year so far as the student room is concerned. And make sure to hit that first thing in the description. We went over how we did last week. Last week we went 6-0. Then the week before, at the beginning of the month, we went 3-0. So we're undefeated this month so far. And then we're 2-0 so far this week. As far as how we ended June we went 13-3, giving us an 81% win rate. If you scroll down to July 2nd, you can see how we ended last quarter. April, we went 16-4, catching 69,396 pips. May, we went 15-4, catching 47,957 pips. And in June, we went 13-3, catching 1,006 pips. In the quarter, 44-11, giving us an 80% win rate. We caught a total of 118,359 pips. Again, you click right here, it'll tell you the beginning of June. And then you click right here, it'll take you to the beginning of May. And then you can see some student results, testimonials. You see right here, one of the member students like just joined the advanced play serum. My first trade is already going as projected. Thank you, man. And one of my other students passed another prop firm account in just 4 days. Passed the phase in just 4 days. Again, I got a video on my channel going over how to pass your prop firm challenge in 2 weeks. Make sure to check that out. Got another screenshot of another student. This student right here did one-on-one sessions with me. Now he's trading on his own, making 1,000-day trading days, all that good stuff. We click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of May. Again, all was a lot of the post. You see screenshots of the signals, student results, testimonials, screenshots of the trades, all that good stuff. Do the recap of the day at the end of every day. Do the recap of the week at the end of every week. All that good stuff. And if you click right here, it'll take you to the beginning of April. Or you can just go down the list to see how we did April. Everything is dated. Everything's timed, documented. Literally can't make none of this stuff up. And then you can see right here how we started this year off and how we ended Q1. January, we went 20-0, catching 37,620 pips. February, we went 17-1, caught 24,403 pips. And then March, we went 16-3, catching 49,783 pips. And in Q1, 53-4, gives a 93% win rate, catching a total of 111,806 pips. So again, you can see that we average not just weekly, monthly, and quarterly, high 80, high 90% win rates. Click right here, it'll take you to how we ended last year, Q4. Again, 96% win rate, all three months combined, 76-7, caught 240,157 pips. So make sure to explore the channel. And if you go to photos, there's over 1,000 photos of just receipts on receipts on receipts. Also, you go to my Instagram, go to my first highlight on my Instagram. I think it's called like student testimonials. You can see literally over 2 years worth of just student results testimonials. But you can see the same thing here. Again, we're all the way at last year. You see that nothing's changed from this year. See a bunch of student results testimonials, all that good stuff. Thanks for accurate plays. I took your advice, used the right lot size. All these adding up to dollars. All about having patience and don't over leverage. You can see some screenshots of that's not screenshots from trades we took. Nice drops, nice pushes to the upside. Nice push to the upside. Again, we do this. We really do this over here. We really do this over here. There's another student that did one-on-one sessions with me. Now, passed his own profit challenge, and now he just be doing his own thing. He's also sharing some of his results for the one-on-one sessions. It's another student result testimonial. First week was last week in advanced group. I'm already up almost 500. Thank you, bro. Finally found a signal provider, a mentor that is interested in helping people. If I have a question, you actually answer it. Don't just flip me off because you already got my money. First, we already made 5x his return on his investment of the advanced play student. So again, make sure to check all this stuff out. Again, you're all the way in the middle of last year, where this is a whole year ago. Again, same thing, just a different story. I'm a different year, you know what I mean? So make sure to check all this stuff out and explore. Another student, 5,000 in one day. Make sure to check all this stuff out, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Everybody's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Again, I got a new video dropping for you at the beginning of the New York session. Be on the lookout for that. We're interested in assuming mental trip services, interested in learning how to identify and mark off levels. Make sure to hit those links in the description. I do got some spots left for the one-on-one sessions as well. And there's course list, of course. If you guys got any questions about that, watch any of my YouTube videos. The last 2 to 3 minutes of all my YouTube videos goes over all the details. But if you got any other questions, you can feel free to DM me on Instagram or Telegram. I respond to all messages. And yeah, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow. London session 3 a.m. UST.